These days, Anna Duggar feels that all that she has left are her children and her faith. At one point, she thought that she was marrying a future political powerhouse and businessman, but Josh can't even manage to be a pillar of the community in prison. Despite the evidence against him, Josh has refused to admit his guilt. His legal team is still filing appeals. Many attorneys will coordinate with a non-incarcerated spouse during the appeals process, but Anna doesn't want to be part of it. Josh Duggar's defense team filed an appeal brief earlier this month, on October 3rd. This 64-page filing included a case summary, it includes citations, and it includes a request for a 20-minute oral argument. The argument will take place before the Federal Appeals Court, if the court is willing to hear it. Josh's attorneys laid out 3 major points of contention to bring before the court. First, they wish to debate Josh's constitutional right to present a complete defense and whether his trial violated that. Did the court somehow prevent him from defending himself as the law requires? Not to our knowledge. Second, his attorneys have a bone to pick over the court's decision to prevent Josh from suppressing statements. And third, they are unhappy with the district court's decision regarding expert witnesses. The government's expert offered testimony in court, but Josh's alleged expert could not. These are not, Josh's attorneys say, minor quibbles. They want him out of prison on these grounds. Each of the errors giving rise to this appeal is sufficient to warrant reversal of Duggar's conviction, the brief asserts. The prosecution will not have to respond until the October 24th deadline. As the Hollywood Gossip previously reported, In Touch Weekly detailed how Anna Duggar seems to want to move on. To move on, but not to divorce him. Her cult forbids it, but simply to, ignore the situation as much as she possibly can. Simply put, she reportedly does not want to deal with the emotional highs and lows of the appeals process. Anna feels tired of the added emotional strain of getting personally involved in her disgraced husband's defense. Of course, she prayed that Josh was wrongly convicted, an alleged friend shared. Anna reportedly hoped and prayed that he had changed his ways and was innocent. But he was found guilty, sentenced, and she accepted it. That was a nightmare for her. It's been very difficult for her, and while the appeals may be necessary, for her it just feels like it's dragging this nightmare on, the friend explained. While many of her stances are not relatable, most of us can understand Anna's desire to avoid thinking of her husband. Anna wants nothing more than to check out and forget everything about this nightmare, her friend detailed. The unnamed insider emphasized that this is a situation that Josh has brought upon her and her children. She just wants to move on. That's one of the reasons she's not on social media anymore. The friend commented that it stresses her out, but not enough for her to break cult rules and file for divorce. Thanks for watching, folks. Let's pray more for Anna and hope she'll do the right decision eventually.